Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Samyoung solar motion sensor light. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful, I'll put a link to this in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. So this says PIR sensor, so that's passive infrared, so that's a traditional like motion sensor you might find on a light, and CDS night sensor, and that is a light sensor, so that makes it turn on when it's nighttime. On the side here it says PIR motion sensor and night sensor recharged by sunlight and battery storage power. So there's two of these lights in the package. We have mounting hardware here. There's some anchors and some screws. There's two of those. We have an instruction manual. So this says performance characteristics. It says easy to install, suitable for garden, corridor, foyer, courtyard, garage, fence, swimming pool, and so on. So these would be for outdoor use because they are solar powered, so you really couldn't use these in a closet very easily. Intelligent protection to prevent overcharging, overvoltage, and short circuit. Auto sensing to automatically detect the dim environment and human movement. A+ battery, large capacity, and long standby time. Dual sensor, 160-degree perception angle. IP65 waterproof, no fear of rain or snow. So IP6 would be dust ingress protection, and 5 would be protection against water jets. So a water jet might be spraying it with a hose. The 5 would not probably include pressure washers, so I don't think you'd want to pressure wash these. Certainly things that it would normally come into contact with, like rain, is covered. 280 LED bulbs, 300-degree illumination range. So here's a little diagram. Here we have screw hole location, solar charging panel, switch, PIR sensor, LED panel, and 280 LED light bulbs. So it has three modes here. In all three modes it will charge during the day. In mode 1 it will turn on at night and stay on at night at a low dimness. And 2 it will turn on at night at a low dimness and turn bright when it sees motion. In mode 3 it will stay off at night and turn on when it sees motion, and then turn off when the motion has passed. So here are the specs here: 5.5 volts, 180 milliamp, and 0.95 watts. Color is black. The weight is 210 grams. The size is 150 by 130 by 50 millimeters. Sensing mode is infrared, light sensing, darkness sensing, body motion sensing. Sensing angle is 160. Sensing distance is 3 to 5 meters. The waterproof rating is IP65. Working temperature is -5 to 60 degrees C. Product material is ABS. Then we have operating instructions, troubleshooting, and caution. So let's take a look at this. So it looks like we have one hole to mount here. It came with 4 screws, so you have extras. It has the solar panel on the top and the lights on the two sides and the bottom. So these would project out to the side, these would project down, and then you have your infrared sensors here. Here's the switch. If I cover the solar panel, I can turn this on. If I tilt this, you can see it's kind of flashing. So that's telling me these are likely flashing at a very high frequency in order to dim them, and that's very normal. So that would be mode 1. This would be mode 2, so this will probably be kind of hard to demonstrate, but it's on the bright mode right now, and it doesn't seem to be flashing. Since I'm standing here, it's probably not going to turn off. So let me do mode 3, that's on bright too. Okay, so that went off. Let me turn the light off and see if we can get this to trigger. Okay, so this is off, obviously. So this is mode 1, so this is on the low dimness mode. I'll press it again, that's mode 2, it's on the brightness mode. So I'm going to step away and we'll see if this turns down to the dim mode. Okay, so the light has gone into the dim mode. I'll step closer. And now it has triggered and gone into the high mode. So I was probably about 5 feet away there. It's at kind of a weird angle. Normally you would have these mounted on a wall of your house or your garage or shed or whatever. Okay, so let's go to the third mode. And that's bright now, and I'll step away and that will shut off. Okay, so the light has turned off. I'll step closer and we'll turn on bright mode. There we go. So as it said in the instructions, I do need to peel off this plastic here. That's always enjoyable. There we go. So I'm going to set these out in the sun and let them get charged up, and hopefully I can come back at night and do an outside video with these so you can see how they illuminate. Okay, so I have the light here suspended from the electrical light on my garage. This isn't where I'm going to put them, but it's a good place to demonstrate them. And the place I'll probably put these is not easy to film. So I have 2 of these, one on each side. So these are going to be charging up. They're in the sunlight right now. And the sunlight changes here. Sometimes it's more direct, sometimes it's less direct. I'll let these charge up and they'll come back at night and we'll check out the light that comes from them. Okay, so it's dusk right now and these lights are triggering. So if I walk in front of it, you can see it turned on. We'll go to the next one. That turned on too. Okay, it's dark out, but it's not pitch black. There are street lights behind me, but it's pretty dark where these lights are mounted. One of them is actually on right now, but I'll walk in front of this one And there it turned on. And it's kind of hard to show exactly how much light's coming out of this, but it's lighting up quite a bit of my driveway. Let me back up a little bit. So it's hard to get the exposure here to show how far out it's coming, but like it looks pitch black in my camera right here, but I can easily see the concrete. Okay, so recording this with my phone, I wasn't getting a good image, but what I actually am doing is screen capturing while in photo mode. And it's a better representation of the light this is putting off. So you can see it's pretty bright here. So the left one is on the mode where it turns dim, and then motion makes it go full bright, and the right one is on the motion sensing mode. So I'll have someone run in front of both of them and it will trigger both. So here we have full brightness. So as you can see, it's brightening up quite a bit of the driveway here. So that's the Samyoung solar motion sensor light. I like the build of these. I like that this has a large solar panel on it. It has a lot of lights. It has a wide disbursement of the lights. I like that this has a lithium battery, unlike some of the cheaper solar lights that only have nickel metal hydride. This is going to have better power delivery for a longer period of time. I think this is a great way to add lighting to an outside of a house, maybe a shed, RV. There's lots of different applications for this. Now, if you wanted to add a motion light to somewhere like the side of your house and you had to run a wire there, it would cost you orders of magnitude more to have that wired in than it would just be to install these. And that's just to have the labor. You still have the cost of your wire, you have the cost of some other light to put up. So this is a much more economical option. And I wouldn't have recommended something like this 20 years ago because the solar technology, the battery technology, and the light technology was not near as good. But when you combine lithium batteries with LED lights and modern solar panels, you have a good combination to make a good solar powered motion light. So that's all for this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.